they were like this bored couple that was just like, oh, you know, let's just go kill some people. Hi guys. The devil all the time. So it's September, the pumpkin spice lattes are out, we're all ready for the season, we're all ready for spooky season. And yesterday, The Devil All the Time came out, and I was extremely excited for this movie. I read the book in anticipation of this movie because I watched the trailer. I had no fucking clue what it was about, but I was intrigued. So let's discuss the book and the movie. Let's start out with the book. I gave the book 5 stars. I read it in 3 days. I could have done it in 2, but I had like other stuff going on. It's an amazing like horror kind of drama, but mostly horror novel. It reads really fast. This was extremely well written. It was so creepy and eerie and exciting, and I was like, I wanted to know more and about these characters, about the story, about where this was going. I mean, I have to give a fair warning. There's a bit of violence and inappropriate, creepy, weird horror content. I mean, I'm not going to give a non-spoiler. This is going to be full spoiler review. So if you've either read the book or watched the movie or did both, or you just don't give a crap, yeah, this is not going to be spoiler free. So from here on out, I'm going to talk spoilers. The book has a lot of violence, but in my case, in my opinion, it's easier to read about it than like see it happen in movies. No, it was just really well done. The violence wasn't overly gratuitous. It was just like it gave us just enough to be like really weirded and creeped out, but it didn't go over the top. It never felt like torture porn or anything. It was really well done, really scary, really spooky. And the funny thing is, I watched the trailer for the movie before I read the book. So when I was reading the book, I like came to certain scenes that I was reminded of the trailer, and I was like, oh shit, that's this scene, or like, oh shit, this is what's going to happen. I mean, full spoiler on. So I remember when I came towards the ending in the book, and you have all these different characters you're following, but their stories get intertwined with each other, which is really interesting. And because you're always wondering, like, why are we following this person now? Or like, what's their relationship with this thing? And in the end, it like all comes together. In the movie, Tom Holland's character there's a scene in the trailer where he's lifting on the road, looking for lifting. In the book, when you were reading about like the serial killer couple who picks up people from the road and then kills them, I was reminded of like the trailer scene where Tom Holland is like his character. What's his name again? I want to say Avril. Whoa, no, what's his fucking name? Alvin! Oh my god, Alvin and the Chipmunks, no. Alvin? What's his fucking name? Irvin! Irvin? Arvin. Arvin is his fucking name. Oh my god. No, I've lost it again. Arvin. What the fucking name? What a dumb fucking name. Arvin. Where Arvin is, like, I realized towards the end that he was going to get picked up by the couple, by the serial killer couple. And I was like, oh shit! And I was so concerned, and so the ending was like really... I'm happy he got like a happy ending, kind of. I'm just happy he escaped and he's like free and they didn't kill him. No one killed him. I'm so relieved. No one killed my boy. What's his face? No one killed my boy, Tom Holland. So the book was really good. We've established that. The movie, I don't know if I would have liked. I think I would have liked it more if I hadn't read the book, because the book was so good and the movie just did some weird things that I didn't understand. For example, the narrator. What the fuck was up with that? Like, you have this like creepy, gritty, horror-esque movie about like about like animal sacrifices, people getting murdered, serial killer couple. Then you have like this old man reading you a story at bedtime type narrator who just narrates shit that you didn't have to even tell me half the time, because I can see what's happening. Like, at one point he was like saying like, and he got a black eye, and then you like see him with a black eye. So why did you have to tell me that? The narration was really weird. It got me out of it, because it goes in, it goes away. It's like it's just kind of annoying, because I was like getting into the story, and then the narrator was like, and then he was thinking about this story from his past. And I'm like, where the fuck did you just come in from? And why are you telling me this? I have a hunch that they filmed this movie and they they were editing it or something, and they were like, we cut too many things out, or we didn't explain enough, and no one's going to get this, and so we have to have like this narration over it so people will understand what's going on. I also had this feeling when I was watching the movie. I was like, oh, they left this part out and they didn't explain this, and this is really shortened, and this scene is missing, and this scene is different. So are people going to even understand this? Like, even with the narration, like, sometimes you don't even... I mean, maybe I was just not listening because I didn't give a shit. I already knew the story. But did people who didn't read the book, did they, like, understand everything? Because a lot of scenes were... or, like, a lot of things were really shortened or changed even, or missing, which was kind of strange. And also, talking about the narration, I looked it up because I was like confused about what the hell was going on with this movie. And lo and behold, the narrator is actually the writer of the book. So they let him narrate the movie, but they didn't let him write the actual script for the movie. Which is the first mistake right there. Like, I'm not saying that anytime like the writer of the book also writes the script for the movie that it's going to be great. But like, his book was really good. And the whole... like, I feel a lot of things were lost and confusing because like the script was really weird, because they cut a lot of important stuff out, or they shortened a lot of stuff, and like the movie was still 2 hours long, but I felt like I didn't even get half the story that the book gave me. So I think there was something weird going on. Either the direction was really weird or the script was really weird. Something was not clicking. Like, the best thing I could say about this movie were the performances. I mean, they were all really good, especially for the people who are not American, who had to do like the specific American accent. Kudos to you. I think Tom Holland was a standout because it's like his kind of breakthrough, not breakthrough role, but it's his like serious, first like really serious role after like the whole Spider-Man thing. So I mean, he did a really good job. My favorite performances were from Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson. That guy's just on a roll. He's having like the time of his life, and like every movie he's in after Twilight. So good job, Rob. You deserve it. You deserve it. Some other... I think those were my favorite performances, and those were my favorite scenes with them in it. What was the guy? I feel like also the serial killer couple, like, they did a really good job, but it like was so diminished from what it was in the book. Like I was talking to someone else about this, but in the book it's like in the movie I was like, is this it? Like, oh, this was it? Like, it wasn't even like scary or anything. It was just like they were like this bored couple that was just like, oh, let's just go kill some people. Was that my American accent? Anyway, like in the book, there's like this build-up. There's all this build-up and this tension of every one of these people has like their own story going on, and then they all like meet like somewhere towards the middle and then the end, and like it's explosive, the tension is building and building, and you're like, who's going to get involved with this? How is this going to matter in this case? And like also with the serial killer couple, like it's established like what kind of people they are, why they started doing this, or how they started. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of details in what they actually do and how they do it, and it's a lot scarier. In this movie it was just kind of glossed over, and it's like a 16 plus rating, and it had like violence and nudity, and I was like, oh yeah, because like the book, it has a lot of fucking violence, a lot of like serial killer shit going on, and in this movie just was kind of tame. It was like, there are Criminal Minds episodes that are creepier and scarier than this movie. Like I feel the people who only watch the movie, do they get like the serial couple shit? Or were they like, oh, that wasn't even that bad? Did they like kill one person? Like they killed a lot of people. Even like at the end, they tried to do like this creepy thing with the pictures, because the guy was always taking pictures of like his wife and then like the people she had sex with, and then they murdered, and quite violently. But even like the scene at the end where like the cop character, when he sees the pictures, like even the pictures were not that scary. That scene could have also been really creepy, but I was just like, meh, in the book it's scarier. This is not so scary. It's just weird. It's just like they're like swingers. It just came off like they're like swingers who like accidentally kill someone once in a while, It wasn't that scary. It just came off as weird instead of like creepy. Instead of like, they're serial killers. Oh, they're like swingers who like get bored once in a while and then they accidentally kill someone. Oops. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of it was just missing the build-up and the tension, and so when like the climactic things happen, it's like not that climactic. It's just like meh. You know who should have directed it? David Fincher. And I also think that the writer should have written the script for the movie. I think that would have made a big difference. Yeah, something just didn't click for me. I think the performances were really good. I think the book is really good. I think it had all the making of being like a really good, really like memorable movie. I just don't think it's that memorable after all. That's just my opinion. So, I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't as good as I imagined it could have been. That was my review for The Devil All the Time. Let me know what you think if you've read the book or seen the movie. Let's get ready for spooky season.